Alec and Lutz make their way across the sea and complete the task they were given. However, this was only a mere stepping stone as to what adventures will now open to them. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Arc the Lad 3. In the last episode, we finally crossed the ocean, got off of our own home continent, and now we're exploring the next town. We just finished the last guild job we was given to trade in the monster egg for the suitcase, which, one, turned out to be Poco's suitcase that he was missing, and two, the egg ended up hatching, so we had a little baby monster to give back. So now we're going to check out the guild and see what else we have going on. Oh, that's not good. Not even a few minutes after meeting Theo, he's gone off to where he was forbade to go to. But knowing little kids like Theo, they're gonna do what they want. It's their dream. Who are we to stop from doing so? But sometimes they could go a little bit over the top and get themselves into a lot of trouble. And so not only is now Theo missing, but so is the Monster Society director as well. So it looks like we have ourselves yet another mission that was just given to us. So then, we won't be able to do anything else until we take this job, and we can't even leave until we accept this job. So first, let's get our bounty here of chasing the monster trunk. There we go. Got some more merits. Now then, job number 7, fetch the Runaway Boy. Since this is part of the story anyway, this shouldn't be too difficult. So our mission is to go to the sealed ruins near the Great Scar. So we got a little ground to cover. Don't worry. So, where do we find this Great Scar, you may ask? North of the city by way of Corellia Pass, you'll find it right past Vernica. Sounds like another town or village we'll be passing. Shouldn't be too hard. I think we got this one in the bag. You have no idea what great peace those words bring. I think I do. We're on the case! As Harvey Birdman would say, I'll take the case! I'll take the case! Okay, I'll stop. Okay, before we get started, we better get ourselves geared up first. So let's head to the wrench shop and see what kind of equipment we can get. Let's get ourselves equipped with a steel sword and a scalpel. And just in case, I think we will carry along a steel spear. Since Theo could probably use some help, we'll have a new weapon ready for him when we finally get to him. Sell off some of this other junk, because we're going to need money and stuff for everything else. Ooh, steel armor. And we just so happen to have just enough for both. Awesome. Okay, I think that's about all we're gonna be able to get. Just in case, I'll take a chain vest. Possibly have that for Theo as well. Let's see. I wonder if we need some items here. Let's see. We're good on herbs. I think we'll manage. And who is this guy? I am the foremost collector of super... What? Okay. That was rather strange, but let's move onward. Okay, new area that will be... Wow, not even on the world map 10 seconds when we get stopped at our next destination, Corellia Pass. Looks like it's not going to be such a simple stroll in the park. If that's the case, then the sealed ruins should be just ahead. Yep. Woohoo! Lutz. He's always getting so overly excited with himself. Oh, of course. Silly me. There's always monsters blocking our way forward. Whoever said this was really easy? I think we just had our plans changed. Nonsense. We have to save Theo. These birds aren't going to stop me. Nah. New enemies, but no difficulty nonetheless. So get your party ready, and with that, here we go. Since they're out of range, I think what we're going to do is we're going to let them come to us. Actually, I probably should have stood back at least one more space. Heavy eyes. Oh, that's no good. Looks like put poor Lutz into a gravity state. Well, she certainly recovered from rather quick, because in normal circumstances, if you got gravity on you, you can't move from the very spot that you get stuck on. You can still do actions like use items and possibly even attack. You just can't move from where you're at because of the weight of the gravity and stuff. All right. Let's see if we can knock as many of them out as we can. I was hoping we maybe put some confusion on at least one of them, but nevertheless, we get a level up and we get a new spell. Awesome. Boy, they sure like spamming that move, don't they? Get out of my face! You rock. Yeah, they're called rocks, by the way. Dadgum, Lutz, you sure know how to bounce back, don't you? Normally, if you have gravity stayed on you and you need to get out of it, they got gravity nuts. But, didn't seem to need it this time. Yeah, they're not so difficult. Just keep at it and don't get yourself completely overwhelmed. See, Lutz, we did it. No problem. Now we have to... Oh, no. There's more... Ugh, great. Alec, they have friends. Let's get out of here. Forget it. We have to get through here somehow. Well, then let's fight them again. We got enough power to take on another group, don't we? Maybe not forever, but there can't be that many birds. Turn back and think of another. There's nowhere else to go. Okay, so I'll have your problem solved in no time. What are you gonna do with that thing? Whoa, did she just rape their ears or something? Whatever it did, it sent them packing. That sure as hell worked. Amazing! How did you make the monsters? I bet it's that freaking machine. What is it? Huh? Come on, you can tell us. Come on! I gotta know, man! I'm sorry to have put you in this danger. It is my fault. Wait, it's your fault? Why? Oh, really? So this is for simple research. I apologize, nothing. I want one of those dillimabobs. Oh, Lutz. You crazy, crazy klutz. Here, research tools and not for sale. Oh! Probably couldn't even afford one anyway, even if they were for sale. Oh, okay. Hello, Sharon. An academy scientist. Academy. Interesting. And as we go further into the story, ladies and gentlemen, this group is going to be coming up quite a bit. Known as the Academy. We'll be learning more and more about these people. It's going to be rather important. But you'll see why later on. Science! Tell me more about this stuff. It's great. Oh, Lutz. You would never be able to fully grasp science. You're not a scientist. You're not scientist material, okay? I'm sorry, but I can't see that. Not from you. Slight, tiny bit maybe for Alec, but not really. But you? No. If that's what the work crew looks like, call me a scientist. No. Lutz, we're on a job, remember? Hey, I was thinking about a job too. You know what I mean? Lutz! Focus! We have to rescue Theo. Do you remember that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the kid. Yeah, let's get this over with. I don't think it was so much for work as much as he had eyes on her. Oh well, moving onward. Okay, this must be the village of Vernica, which means we're getting a little bit closer. We'll be visiting Vernica later, a little bit later on. Let's see, do we need some healing? Yeah, might as well try to do a little curing for Lutz here. See how that turns out. And before you know it, there's the Great Scar. I'd have to say, that's pretty massive. Almost like if it was the Grand Canyon, only there's no ground at the bottom. It's a giant gap that's bottomless. Yeah. I can see why that'd be pretty dangerous, especially for someone like a little kid. Oh, well, we found one of the two people. There's the director. So where is Theo? Oh, don't tell me he's hanging on by a limb. Oh, am I ever glad to see you two. Theo was down there. Kinda guessed that. Ah ha 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 ha. Yeah. Got a little bit too much determination. Yeah, now you got yourself stuck. No worries, we'll get you back. Just sit tight. Although you probably shouldn't make... Yes, don't look down. That's the one thing you never want to do. If you're... When you're close to falling long... When you risk falling so many feet down, don't ever look down. It'll make you more nervous that way. And there's a kitten running around on the floor, playing with stuff. Oh, he's kind of strong. Okay, let's see. What can we use? Wait a minute. Check this out. What you got, Lutz? Ooh. Is that a vine? Yeah, you might be a better climber, but when it comes to balance, you suck. I mean, you proved that near the beginning of the game when you fell out of the damn tree. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's do this. You never would have thought of this? Really? I guess you're not as resourceful. What's this? Are you alright out down there? Yeah, we're fine. We're just hanging around down here. I'm so relieved. It was very foolish to come to a dangerous place like this alone. Don't you know any better? But I have to become a cardist. Like I have to become a duelist. Like my my mother was. Hey, dream's a neat thing, but not if you're dead. You know what I mean? Yes, you worried many people. Next time, think before you act. I was thinking! Not very well, apparently, considering you got yourself stuck on a ledge. Oh boy. Ooh. So, there is some ruins here with an opening. You're never gonna let this go, are you? Bossy little kid, aren't you? Well, no choice then. I guess we're going to tag along for this one. I mean, we're here. You know, might as well check the place out and see what all the fuss is about. Interesting. Wow, this place is ancient. How long has this been here? For many, 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 many years. It has to take back thousands of years. Yeah, figures. A certain pattern. Looks like some kind of dragon or serpent. This is definitely the place where Mother said she got her powers. Wait, you know that for certain? Just by looking at this place. Well, I guess there's not many sealed ruins like this now, is there? There's no... That poe's long gone. There's nobody here now. Really? You think nobody's here, huh? Lets you give up way too easily. Oh, it's just easy as that, huh? Oh, right. Just call out in areas like, hello? Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Who asks? Oh, okay. Well, pardon me. I guess someone is here. My name is Theo. I wish to be a cardist. Only the best duelist ever. Please? Many have come before you seeking the power of Cardist, but few possess the fortitude to wield such power responsibly. Very responsibly. But I do! I can wield it! Sure. Just by saying you can do it? Then prove your cunning and resolve. The design on the floor is of a Cardist's card. Return the design to its proper state and prove your worth. So wait. You have to assemble a puzzle, and then suddenly you get the power of being a Cardist. Am I sensing deja vu here? Isn't that exactly what Yugimoto did? He reassembled a puzzle, and then suddenly he became like the greatest duelist ever. Well, even though he was already good at card games before he had the Pharaoh within him. This is still screaming Yu-Gi-Oh! Right here. I'm sorry, but it does. I can't help it. So, yeah, it's time for another minigame. This time it's a puzzle. Yeah, if you need to go rewind this video and check out the instructions on how to do this, feel free to do so, because I do go a little bit quick here. But anyways, so yeah, all you gotta do is reassemble the puzzle, take note of the numbers and where they need to be, and that's about it. It's really not that hard, because there's actually a simple trick to this. On the very edges, if you go on the edges on top, bottom, left or right, you can simply flip 2 tiles. That just makes the game, that just makes this puzzle like way too freaking easy. Like, you should have this done within like a couple of minutes at best, once you get the idea of how to flip these around and know what number goes where, because you're going in numerical order, starting from 1 at the top all the way to, let's see, I think it's 16. Yeah, 16 at the bottom right corner. And you'll know you got it in right whenever the tiles flash up like this, like so. So yeah, all this just to become the world's greatest cardist. I don't know if that's all that takes to it. Sign me up. I'll do one of these silly little puzzles. And there we go. Puzzle complete. Yay! Of course, that's not all puzzles that there are in this. There's some that's actually going to take some thinking. Trust me. This is just to get your hands dirty on what it's like. You have succeeded. Can I get the powers of Cardist now, please? As you wish. Ooh, it's a flying girl. Wow. My name is No. You are Theo, correct? No. Why does that sound familiar? Wasn't there a Null's crystal? Yeah. There was a Null's crystal from the second game. Didn't that get you access to a cave filled with monsters? Lets you... Oh yeah! It racks up monster points that you've gotten to buy new abilities and upgrade your tamed monsters. That's where I heard that name from. So now we get to see what Null actually looks like. Interesting. So now we have the ability to summon and to seal monsters into cards, which will be coming up soon. I'll be giving a pretty good demonstration of this. Guard it well. With great power comes great responsibility. Hey, I'll push around some stones. Give me the power too. I want to control some monsters. Yeah. Picture puzzles are my specialization. Do you foster a love for the cards as well? No way. Wow. Then reassembling the picture would put you no closer to Cardist powers. Yeah, Lutz. It's not simply about putting a puzzle together. You gotta have it in the heart. You gotta believe in the heart of the card. The power of the monster cards. Oh hell, who am I kidding? Heart of the cards, guide him well. Guide young Theo well. Okay, I'm gonna try to stop with the Yu-Gi-Oh jokes. Thank you so much for helping me become a duelist. Alright, kid. You've had your fun. We've all got some laughs and yada yada. So let's go on ahead and head back. You know, director's gonna be having a heart attack if you don't get back up. Oh no. Of course. When is somebody never in trouble? We're being attacked by bulb flowers that have yet to bloom themselves. Okay. Yeah, this is a good time to give our newfound powers a test run. You might want to step back for this, old man. Get ready to fight, Lutz. Ready! I'm in this too, Alec. Good. Your new Cardist powers should come in handy. Oh. How mobile of you, Alec. You didn't tell him to stand back and do the work. Awesome. Okay, so we got Theo at level 5. That's not a bad level to start him off in. Definitely gonna need to get caught up on some levels, though. Okay, yeah, these guys aren't that difficult. But I do think they carry a certain type of pollen that could paralyze you, so let's go ahead and test out this newfound ability, but right after we get Theo equipped with some new duds. Oh yeah. Now we're ready to kick some butt. Okay. Cardist powers, go! Your power is now mine! I just made myself a dual monster card. I'm not afraid to use it. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm mistaken. It's not paralyzation, it's slumber. He puts you to sleep. Slumber flowers. Makes perfect sense. So great. We got 2 of our guys asleep. Okay, no problem. Let's go ahead and test this ability out. So let us summon the slumber flower. Ooh. Very nice. Got rid of one of them. Nice attack card. Hi, kitty. Oh no, don't put Theo to sleep, but... Alright, let's finish him off with a force ring. No problem. You alright, old man? Yes, perfectly, thanks to you. I just want to apologize. I'm sorry, it was dumb. I shouldn't have come by myself. Even though I ended up finally getting my powers since I did come, but, you know, I'm still sorry all the way. But think about Cardist powers like my mother. Indeed you did, young boy. Perhaps the gift is hereditary. You now have the powers your mother had. Well, this all turned out for the best. Yes, it did. Okay, another job well done. Sweet. I don't know if you can hear purring, but I got a little kitty on my lap. Just want some attention, so I'm scratching his head a little bit. Just doing a job. Now that this job is complete, we're going to report to the guild. Wait! Please, take me with you. I want to have adventures with you. I thought you might want to do that. So, being an adventurer is hard work. Are you sure you want to do that? You're going to have to pull your own weight and everything. That's true. This would give him a chance to figure out what happened to his mother, since she supposedly disappeared. So yeah, not only did we get another job well done, but we got ourselves a new character in our party. Yay! He'd definitely be an asset to the party. We're gonna need some more help. The more the merrier, I say. Keep collecting them monster cards. Capture as many as you can. Become the world's greatest monster capture duelist master and stuff. Used to complain that wanted monsters. Oh yeah, that's one of the problems. You can't. Yeah, I should probably tell you guys, when it comes to using the power of Cardist, you can't turn human enemies into cards, which was a bit of a given, and you can't capture wanted monsters or bosses. Which is kind of a shame, because it'd been nice if you managed to capture a wanted monster, especially if it's a high level. But, oh well. There's still plenty of others you can go out and capture, so no worries. Yay! Guild job number 7 is completed! Okay guys, well, we've gone on long enough for today's episode, so next time we will be setting out for the open road ahead, seeing what other kind of jobs we can take, what monsters to hunt, and all that happy good stuff. So, till next time, this has been Arclay84, and I bid you all adieu for now. Take it easy, and I'll see you gamers next time.